What's up, winners? Thanks so much for tuning in. Okay, thank you, Jennifer, for sending this over. And as you can see, credit to Scott Rouse on the behavior panel. We're not going to watch the whole thing, his video, but just so you can get an idea.
See, just says the court decision is out.
114 times. So it's funny. Harry's eye, Meghan's eye, Harry's version is That is a terrible speaking habit. Allegedly, to me, it seems like his brain is just fried. And he doesn't listen to anybody. That's the first thing a speaking coach or handler would tell him to stop doing. It's just totally lazy speaking. It's horrible. 114 times in 30 minutes. Can I even do the math on that? What is that? Like over three a minute. That's terrible. Terrible speaking. Just ridiculous. Now, we have one of Meghan's nonsense PR articles, and then something horrible about Harry, which I'll warn you, I might get a little ranty on that because it's pretty terrible. Now, this one's saying, without Meghan's appeal, Suits is failing. No one ever wants to see a show revived from like 6 years ago for no reason, spin-off. There's no creativity. And this whole article from Meghan's PR team, allegedly, through this magazine, is saying how, it sent Meghan to stardom. No one knew who Meghan Markle was before she married Prince Harry. As far as, I'd never heard of her or was engaged to him. No one cared. This is such a joke. Spin-off falls flat without Meghan's mark. What was she in, guys? There's like 4 minutes per an episode. It was like 20 minutes a season or something like that. It had absolutely nothing to do with it. She was the Office, whatever, yacht girl. I just think the show overall was terrible. Anyways, finally, this one I might be a little ranty. So Harry's charity, the Rangers, have admitted that they were doing horrible things of abuse. I don't know if I could say the words, but you could probably see them here. Terrible things. And it's been made they're doing this. And this was what Harry was overseeing it. And for me, it just, I'm not super political, but a lot of this seems very colonial. Harry, and I'm not one to go, blah, blah, the past, but Harry's like, Africa's where I go to relax. It's like, it's my wonderland. I just go there and life's not real there. It's just my place for me where it's a wonderland where I can go. It's like, what? And just like, there's real people there, real things happening. He just goes there and to play and, completely not oversee his charity. I mean, to him, it's not his fault. They attacked Dr. Sophie viciously when it came out, and he just doesn't care. It's just his, the people don't matter to him. They're just there, like Meghan uses them for PR. For Harry, it's his like spiritual thing. It's so, it reminds me of the Onion sketch. And also, I'm going to do my little rant here. So it was the Baka people were abused, and it's where they lived. And it was decided that this is now a conservation area. And the people who lived there were a problem. They had to leave now. Which to me, that's like super colonial, right? Like, we like the animals here. You have to leave. You're bad. And it's so annoying and arrogant how a lot of people, to be real, a lot of like activists, but will be like, I'm a conservationist, and feel good, pat themselves on the back, when if we really think about it, you live in a city, these people, like Harry, it's like every single native animal is dead, and you live off of that. And then you can go to another place and say, I like the elephants. The people here who hunt them are poachers. The people who live in the forest are poachers. I'm so good because I'm forcing those mean poachers who have no opportunities other than that to go away, right? It's completely crazy. Do I like elephants? Yes. Do I want to conserve nature? Yes. But is it fair to people who live there who have no other opportunity when these people live in cities to say, oh, you guys can't, you can't affect the nature in any way. You have to live in complete poverty, or you have to leave your home. But I live in a city, but I didn't do it. Someone else completely tore down all the forests where I'm from. So again, I tried to be political, but it's a lot of, maybe I shouldn't have said a political thing, but it's like these, like, I'm a good person, like virtue signaling type people, when it's really not fair at all to live in a city and to be able to be holier than thou and say you have to leave your home because the poor animals. I love animals too, but it's just not fair. It's not fair unless you're going to pay those people a ton of money to say you can't live here, you can't live where you're from, you can't, you can't hunt, which might be your only way to make money. Anyways, guys, sorry it's a little ranty, but I think Harry's a total jerk. Treats Africa very badly. He does that whole thing, virtue signaling. Oh, I love Africa. They can just be a museum for me and a conservation place for me, and I'm so good because I care about them, but just totally using the place. Take care.